You close your eyes, and the world you know dissolves. Your body lies in bed, but your mind, your consciousness, travels to worlds that feel just as real. Where do you go? Science gives you a simple, almost insulting answer. You're resting. But you know that's a lie. If sleep is just rest, why does your brain create entire universes, conversations with the dead, and events that feel more vivid than your waking life? If your brain is shutting down, why is it often more active at night than when you're awake? The truth about consciousness during sleep is stranger and deeper than we've been told. Today, we are going to explore 8 mind-bending truths that challenge everything you think you know about sleep, dreams, and the nature of reality itself. The first lie is that your brain shuts down to rest. The opposite is true. When you enter the dream state, your brain explodes with activity. The logical, decision-making part of your brain, the prefrontal cortex, powers down, which is why dreams are so strange. But your emotional and visual centers become hyperactive, creating worlds that feel completely real. If your brain is working that hard, what is it doing? It's not resting. It has shifted into a different mode of operation, one focused on the internal world, not the external one. This isn't a sign of consciousness shutting off. It's a sign of it moving to a different channel, a different dimension of awareness. Your brain has a hidden chemical key that can unlock other realities, DMT. DMT is one of the most powerful psychedelic compounds on the planet. And neuroscientists believe your brain releases it naturally every night during the dream state. People who have experienced synthetic DMT report the same otherworldly visions, meeting strange entities, traveling through impossible geometric landscapes, and receiving profound, hidden knowledge. Are your dreams just a nightly, natural psychedelic trip, or is this chemical a key, an antenna that allows your consciousness to tune in to information and realities that are normally inaccessible? The philosopher Aldous Huxley called the brain a reducing valve that filters out a much larger reality. Does sleep, through DMT, temporarily open that valve? Most dreams are chaos, but some are chillingly accurate. History is filled with credible accounts of precognitive dreams. Abraham Lincoln dreamt of his own assassination days before it happened. A survivor of the Titanic disaster had dreamt of the ship sinking weeks before its maiden voyage. But it happens on a smaller scale too. You dream of a friend you haven't seen in a decade, and they call you the next day. If dreams are just random memories being replayed, how can they show us something that hasn't happened yet? This isn't just coincidence. It suggests that in the dream state, our consciousness may be able to momentarily step outside the linear flow of time and perceive possibilities, probabilities, or echoes of the future. Most of us are just passengers in our dreams, but some people become the driver. Lucid dreaming is the scientifically verified ability to wake up inside your dream. You know you're dreaming, and you can consciously control the dream world as if it were your own private reality. Brain scans show that during a lucid dream, the prefrontal cortex, the seat of self-awareness, reactivates. If your mind is conscious enough to take control of the dream, where are you? You are not your physical body, which is asleep in bed. You are a point of awareness, a conscious self operating in a non-physical environment. Lucid dreaming is one of the strongest pieces of evidence that your consciousness is not just a byproduct of your waking brain. You've had the dream that feels like it lasted an entire lifetime, only to wake up and realize only a few minutes have passed. This isn't just a feeling. Scientific studies have confirmed that time dilation is a real phenomenon in the dream state. Your mind's perception of time can expand and contract dramatically. A single second of real time can be experienced as minutes, hours, or even years in a dream. If your consciousness can experience time at a different speed than your physical body, what does that say about the nature of time itself? It suggests that time is not a fixed, external reality, but a flexible construct of perception. The ancient Greek philosopher Heraclitus said, "No man ever steps in the same river twice." In dreams, we learn that time itself is that ever-changing river. This is one of the most terrifying experiences a person can have, waking up, fully conscious, but completely paralyzed, often with the sense of a dark presence in the room. What's truly strange is the consistency of the experience across cultures and history. People from all over the world, with no knowledge of each other, report seeing the same things: shadowy figures, an old hag, an overwhelming pressure on the chest. Why would unrelated people have the same hallucination? Science calls it a simple glitch in the brain's sleep-wake cycle. But what if it's more? What if sleep paralysis is a moment where our consciousness is caught between two dimensions? The physical world and another, stranger reality. And for a terrifying moment, we can see what's in the space between. You wake up from a dream that felt like the most important event of your life. You promise yourself you'll remember it forever. 5 minutes later, it's gone, like smoke. Our brains are incredibly efficient at erasing the memory of our dreams. The hippocampus, our memory filing system, seems to operate differently at night. Why would your brain work so hard to make you forget these incredible experiences? One theory is that it's a protection mechanism. If we remembered our dreams with the same clarity as our waking life, our sense of reality could become dangerously blurred. Our brain may be intentionally wiping the slate clean each morning to keep us grounded in this reality. But the fact that some dreams, the powerful ones, the important ones, do stick with us for a lifetime, suggests they contain a message our soul refuses to let us forget. The old myth says if you die in a dream, you die in real life. This is false, but the experience is profound. People who experience death in a dream often report waking up with a profound sense of peace, clarity, or a feeling of being reborn. What is the purpose of this simulation? Death in a dream is not a premonition of physical death. It is a symbol of transformation. It represents the death of your old self, your old beliefs, your old identity. It is your subconscious mind's way of forcing a psychological rebirth. Some philosophers and spiritual traditions believe that sleep is a little death, a nightly rehearsal for the final act of letting go of the physical body. It's where our consciousness practices being untethered from the physical world. Your brain doesn't shut down when you sleep. It activates. It produces its own psychedelics. It glimpses the future. It builds entire worlds where time has no meaning. And sometimes, it gets caught between realities. Sleep is not an escape from life. It is a doorway into a part of your consciousness that is far bigger, stranger, and more powerful than your waking mind can comprehend. What we call dreams may be the background noise of the universe, a brief glimpse into the true, untethered nature of awareness itself. So the next time you close your eyes, remember, you are not just going to rest, you are going on a journey.